So now I've done that. So now I could come back here. So I got room now to work. You see, because I separated over here. Now I could come back here. Remember I said there's going to be tough connective tissue there. Okay, did you see that? Okay. So I can peel it off like a banana. Okay, do you see that? Okay, so here, so now you see how there's a more connective tissue here. I made sure I cut this connective tissue up here on this acromiotrapezius first. Do you understand, my good friends? So I come here and like I say, you know, you want to gain access, you use your sharp end like that. Okay, okay. And then once I do this, it's gonna be like I'm trying to make sure I don't block the view. Okay, very good. So do you see? I may have to cut it a little bit with my sharp end, but I'm being careful. You see what I'm saying? I gained my access here. Okay, so once I have a bigger hole, I go back to doing my sharp end towards the cat. You see what I'm saying? With a blunt end towards the cat, I'm sorry. Bing, bang, bing, bang, bing, bang, bing. And then we come here, my good friend, is that cool? And here, there's this tough connective tissue that I talked about. Do you see what I'm saying? And do you see what I'm saying? Do you hear me as well? Okay. Okay. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Okay. And then I peel it off, and we leave this trapezius attached at the center like that, so we can open it like a page. Okay. See, I've done that. Now I can come here and put my little finger in here to really separate this latissimus dorsi. Latissimus dorsi. You understand? This is what I'm saying. I'm not supposed to have cut here. This one, what happened is that when I was pulling it from here, it got attached here, and then we got into a little bit of a problem. Okay? So what I want to do is basically continue to cut this connective tissue. My good friends, this right here is the scapula. You can see this is the scapula, okay, and this is the spine of the scapula. You see, you can feel it on your own cat when you get there. So already now we get. So I need to separate a little bit more here so I can open this a little bit more. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. So there you go. You see, I'm separating my levator scapulae from my clavotrapezius over here. Do you see what I'm saying? So I can get more room. Once I have more room there, then I can go down here, the clavodeltoid. The clavodeltoid is also called the clavobrachialis. Okay, my good friends? But you still call it deltoid in the animal. Okay? Very good. So, and by the way, you want to make sure you don't cut through the blood vessels, right? And this is a vein, of course, so we're going to leave it like that. And the veins are tagged blue, and arteries are tagged red. Okay? But then there are special blood vessels that are tagged yellow in the digestive system. We'll talk about those later on. You understand? But those are portal blood vessels. They're still veins, though, because they're ultimately returning blood to the heart. But before it goes back, it's going to make a pit stop at the liver for detoxification and stuff like that. So here is the only part I said you have to be careful a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or a lot. Because there's going to be very tough connective tissue separating it out here. So here you can see my line is kind of here. So again, I get my sharp end. My thing is itching. It likes to itch when my hands are like this. Whenever my hands are nice and clean, it doesn't itch. Isn't that so? That's what happens. You don't carry the umbrella, it will pour rain. The day you carry it, you think, okay, I got ready. It doesn't rain. You see what I'm saying? That's how it happens. So, do you see? I can still see my line, but I'm using my sharp end just to gain access. Like I say, the male cats, those are harder to kind of separate. You know why? Because the testosterone, they're tougher. But the good thing is that you could see the muscles properly. You could see it well. Okay. Okay. So there is that. Oh crap! Got my blunt end again towards the cat. You must always watch that. And you see how I'm kind of avoiding my vein. Do you see that, my good friends? You want to do the same thing, okay, my good friends? So far for the dissection skills exam next week, we talked about the levator scapulae, which is deep to this clavotrapezius trapezius. So you must, when you're dissecting the clavotrapezius trapezius, you must make sure you don't cut through the levator scapulae. And over here, this muscle in the back with the connective tissue is the acromiotrapezius trapezius, okay, on both sides. And over here, you must dissect the spinal trapezius first before you dissect the latissimus dorsi, because spinal trapezius partially covers latissimus dorsi. Okay, my good friends? So there's that, and there's that, and then here, I'm going to make sure I cut through, well, you know, the connective tissue. When I'm referring to connective tissue, I'm cutting. When I'm referring to the muscle, I'm separating. You understand? So that you make sure you don't cut the muscle. You're separating. You understand? So you want to see the cobwebs. You see the cobwebs being, the pictures there. Okay, very good. So I do this. Again, I might want to try and use my sharp end here, because it's very close to here. Okay, my good friends. So I might want to do this. Use this. Because my blood vessel here kind of crisscrossing to the other side like that. So that it's snookered me a little bit. So what I'm doing is removing the blood vessel from my area here. Okay, so again I revert to my blunt side, be in there. I'm really trying to avoid cutting through my vein here, and I did it. I managed to do it. I was patient about it, okay, but I wasn't like really like inefficient about it at the same time. I did it in reasonable amount of time, but I wasn't like really. You see here the connective tissue is tough, so you wanna do that. And then when you separate this out, you're gonna see the acromiodeltoid. You see what I'm saying? So there's the tough connective tissue I was talking about. So I'm gonna do that. Cut there. Okay. Do you see how it was also sorts of tough? So you see what I did? Now I could see the acromiodeltoid. Understand? Spinal deltoid. Okay, now look at the pattern. Acromiotrapezius, spinal trapezius. So if it's in the back, it's more trapezius. If it's in the shoulder area, it's more deltoid. Do you see what I'm saying? And like I say, the brain likes to see patterns. That's how you can remember volumes of information, because there's a pattern to it. You see? So again, acromiodeltoid, acromiotrapezius, spinal trapezius, spinal deltoid. So already all these four muscles, okay, they're all coming in the exam at the end, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so once we do this, we separate this out. Okay, we see this one here, which is the rhomboid major. Okay, and then down here you see the cobwebs. This is the front side or the anterior side of the scapula has the subscapularis. That's where the subscapular fossa is, right? Subscapularis. And then here, remember I told you this is the spine, so this is the supraspinatus. It's in the supraspinous fossa, which you guys know about, correct? Because it was in your exam. And then underneath the spine of the scapula, not the spine of the back, my good friends, it's going to be the infraspinatus. You see what I'm saying? And then these right here, do you see how the different colors? You can see there's the teres major. Isn't that cool, my good friends? And then of course latissimus dorsi, and spinotrapezius, acromiotrapezius, levator scapulae, clavotrapezius, from here onwards, clavodeltoid or clavobrachialis. It's still deltoid in the human, okay? Acromiodeltoid, spinodeltoid. Okay, so quickly, I'm gonna now just cut through here, and then I'll stop this video, and then you guys, what did I do last time? I think I stopped, and then I let you guys, I let them do this, okay? And then I'll come here and separate and cut through the triceps brachii lateral head, after I let you go through. Okay, my good friends. So I'm gonna shut down this video, my good friend. Can you shut it down?